We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at tugayspod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy. Yeah, by himself, but with his lightsaber. And
but there was no one, it wasn't battling somebody?
No, it wasn't battling anyone. It was just, it's just him in his, basement room. They lives at his mom's house and having a lightsaber fight.
Listen, I would be super down to live in a basement.
Yeah, this guy.
It means I would not pay rent.
This is such a great video.
Look at him. He is going hard on this, light. I'm sorry. He does not have a lightsaber. He just has a staff. But look at him. He is
Is that a golf club?
He will take out the...
Why is there a, random... fabric on the floor?
I will say that the internet did get really creative and helped him in future years, where there's been a lightsaber keyed into where he's holding the
staff,
the golf.
I feel
club.
like they should dub in some.
It's a golf club.
Sounds.
It's a golf ball, like the thing you get out of the lake.
The golf ball retriever.
Oh,
the Extendapole 2000.
But look at him. He is
good.
Hardcore.
Tell the listeners what we're watching.
So we were watching a video
It's called Star Wars. It's called Star Wars Kid.
Yeah, it's called Star Wars Kids on YouTube. We were just talking about YouTube videos, and Joe made us watch a little bit of What Into Butt by Samwell.
So good.
So now I made him watch Star Wars Kid on YouTube, which was one of the first videos uploaded to YouTube. And the kid is just I'm surprised he's not on the ground, out of breath, because I would be.
I was I'm surprised he's not famous. Do you think he's getting... This is 37 million
He got his
views.
15 seconds.
Yeah, he got his 15 minutes of fame. Yeah.
Do you know one of the things that inspired YouTube to be created was the Janet Jackson boobgate?
Oh, yeah, so people could find it.
Because they had those, 3 seconds of fame, but they needed to have a place where people could go and find it.
And just like Google Images.
When did that happen? Was that 2000? That was before 2006?
I don't know.
Oh my god, it might have been 2004.
Oh my god.
Was that 30 years ago? No, 20.
It's 18 years, yeah.
4 plus. Yeah,
I do maths. I'm Asian, so it's good.
I'd rather you do math than meth, Paul.
But that's also how Google Images got started. Yeah. Because of Jennifer Lopez's dress, the green one, at one of the award shows,
Oscars,
or something like that. But people wanted to see it, so they created Google Images for you to be able to find just pictures.
Wasn't there image search on Netscape or something, or AOL?
Ask Jeeves. Which is it still around?
No.
We're gonna put a pin in that.
Yeah, because
we're gonna pin it. We're gonna pin it.
Nip Slip was 2004.
What?
Nip Slip
was in 2004. Oh, okay, so see,
oh my god, it was
so
the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Justin.
And it was. I remember, didn't Justin Timberlake get a bunch of flack recently because he didn't do anything
because he used that and his relationship with the Britney Spears,
Free Britney,
to
fire
further
Justin.
his. So his career comes on the backs of women. So
wait, what?
It comes on the back.
Wait, not like a Superman kind of thing. I'm just saying.
It is built on the foundation of female artistry. I like comes on the back, though.
That's a headline.
A penis headline.
So I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays.
That's who we are, yeah.
So how much in your butthole?
Yes! Yes, you have to. Okay, whenever you do a jingle, I'm going to the store in your butthole. You just add a butthole. It makes it more fun.
It never gets old.
As your face says differently.
Or gotta wash the dishes on your butthole.
See, I don't know if I could do that because I sing a lot at the restaurant. When I'm in the walk-in, I'll walk into the walk-in and go, Why'd I come into the walk-in?
In your
I
butthole.
don't know, but I'm looking for something.
In your butthole. I think that you know what? Start the trend. It's Butthole Gate 2022.
And then somebody will walk in and go, what?
And then you go, don't ask me.
I'm calling HR.
And you're like, oh my God, it's like, can I talk to the manager? And it's like, you turn around, it's like, hello, I'm the manager. But you have on a wig, a Karen wig.
Oh my God. Be like on RuPaul's Drag Race where it's like, I just flip my hair and
And
the
you have
wig
a
falls off and then another wig underneath.
You have a reveal.
Yes, exactly.
But under the wig, you have another wig.
And under that wig, I have
A
even
toupee.
another wig.
And then you have a bald head.
There you go.
Because bald is beautiful.
And then dead butterflies.
Still not over that.
What is it?
Sorry,
Korea?
Asia O'Hara.
Oh, it was Asia O'Hara.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how was your week?
Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Hold on. I have notes, and don't make fun of me for having notes because it's like 2 things.
Oh, okay.
I never remember what I do. You have to document your life.
Okay.
Well, your week is more fun. My week wasn't as fun. Although in your absence, we went to Ryan's birthday party, and I was actually very impressed with Baja Betty's
their
food.
setup. I was like, Nick sent the picture, and I was like, look at them. They have come a long way. They're like Virginia Slims, bitch.
What's
they have
that?
come a long.
Is that like a cigarette?
It's a cigarette, yeah.
Okay.
They were thin cigarettes, and their slogan was, "We've come a long way."
Come a long way, baby. And it
Baby.
was targeted to the progressive women.
Oh,
Right.
so come a long way on the backs of women, like Justin Timberlake.
You gotta like.
I was like, Andy's like trying to be serious, and then he got it.
He's like, you gotta let the God.
Stop trying to make cum happen.
Teachable moment.
But is Virginia Slim still around?
Pin it. We're gonna pin it. We are pinning a lot today.
Oh my God,
Let me
are
get
we-
my what is it, like nimble or the thimbles or whatever when you sew, like you put pins in it, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no.
What's
no,
the thimble for?
is to protect your finger when you're sewing.
It's the exact opposite to prevent the needle from going in your finger.
I think you're thinking of like a pin cushion.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. Thank
they
you.
are.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So Baja Betty. It's just one of those days. It's one of those days. So, but the queso.
Was the food good?
Okay, yes. And so,
Okay.
I've never had good food at Baja Betty's, and so I was actually very pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
Because, the cheese
love
stuff
Betty's.
is, meh, and, the chips and whatever are, meh. And I've had, nachos, and they were just,
Were they meh?
They were like, in your
Okay.
butthole. But they had, these, I think it was al pastor tacos.
Okay.
And they were actually pretty tasty. They were a little spicy, and then they had chicken tacos. They were fully loaded with avocado. It was tasty.
Did they have fish tacos?
No.
Is that Gossip Girl?
No, but they had a potato taco. I did not like the potato.
It was good.
It was.
I love potato tacos. Andy
Well-
doesn't like them either, and I'm like, why not? They're delicious.
I like them if they're done well.
Oh, okay.
But
Shots
I will
fired.
I will say I doused it in the queso, so it was decent.
Oh, okay. See, I like their queso.
Yeah,
I'm okay
no,
with
it wasn't
I
bad
love
because
it.
it's a little sweet. It's a little sweet,
Yeah.
like a sweetie cheese, you know.
A sweetie cheese? Is
Yeah.
that your is that your drag name?
Sweetie cheese. Yes, it's the sister of Sweeney Todd. Sweetie cheese, Sweetie Todd.
In Spanish, it could be queso seco.
Oh, queso dulce.
Dulce. Right,
Yes,
dulce.
me llamo queso dulce.
Oh, okay.
That's
Carmen Farala.
Oh, wow. Oh, what's the hubba what?
Mine was dry cheese. Queso seco is dry cheese.
Oh, queso seco sounds like prosecco.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh god, like cheese wine. Can you make wine out of cheese?
I'm sure you can
Probably.
you can make
No.
wine out of chocolate. You can make chocolate wine.
What?
Yeah.
It's chocolate.
It's chocolate.
So that was a thing.
Okay.
And then this isn't what I'm obsessed with, but I started watching Staircase or whatever it is.
I love it.
So is it Staircase?
Yeah.
Staircase.
Stair something. Stairwell,
Staircase.
staircase, stair stepper, yes. So it's I guess a 10-part series docu whatever about this guy that his wife falls down the stairs, but it's weird because it's basically them filming the deposition and the defense, and I'm Why would you film this, first of all? Because he was like a celebrity?
So the story is that the wife who died worked for Nortel, a big telecommunications company.
Okay.
And he was a famous author.
Okay.
Had served in Vietnam War and I guess came home and wrote fiction books about Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
They were very wealthy. It was a high profile case. And so when it started to happen, he had a contact in France, I think it was, that was a documentarian who wanted to film the whole thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of unique in the true crime world because they gave them complete access.
Yeah,
to,
it's weird.
Like personal conversations, the strategy of the defense. It's amazing.
I will say, like, looking at like how they choose to do stuff, because they were like, oh, well, we have to like, we can't say that. And I'm like, oh my God, it like peels the curtain away of like the legal system. And I'm like, well, if you have money, you can get away from anything. Jesus.
Well, just how much you can twist certain facts to make a jury hate you or love you. It's crazy.
Yeah, so much for the American judicial system. I'm a lawyer, so I would know.
Yeah. Do not come away from that. Have you finished it?
No, I think I'm on episode 4.
Oh gosh, it gets so good.
Okay. Well, because I didn't know like what it was about. I was like, oh, this looks interesting. And it was like the previews. And I'm like, oh, 2018. Okay. And then I started watching it and I was like, oh, it's just legitimately just older film of like this guy like being interviewed. I'm like, huh.
There is also an HBO Max fictional version of it.
Is it less time?
Based on all of that that's coming out now. So it's kind of interesting to see HBO and Netflix fight it out over this. But the Netflix one is the actual footage done by the documentarian back 10 years ago.
Yeah.
The HBO one is a dramatization, and apparently it's a little bit of it's created a little bit of bad feelings because the documentarian gave them all the tapes, and they went and interpreted some of the facts their own way.
Oh,
so they've changed the story a bit.
Gotta love it.
Oh, so I started watching that, and then last night I tried a CBD gummy.
Oh,
yes, because I was like, sometimes I'm like, I can't really fall asleep because Nick has like, they're mostly THC gummies, and I was like, I'll try that, and I did not like it.
Okay.
Not my cup of tea. And I was like, well, CBD is supposed to be like...
Not your cup of tea.
HC. Oh!
In your butthole.
I bet if you put THC suppository, it would actually probably, I don't know, absorb faster.
Yeah, it would.
Your anus would be the repository for the CBD suppository.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if I would want to put THC up my butthole.
We should try it.
Okay, let's try it.
Steve will try it for us.
Our unofficial official audience member.
I know.
So I tried it
back again.
When was he back last time? He's been here pretty often.
He's been here twice.
Also, there's no consensual asking about him. Nick just shows up. But it's great.
But look at that face.
Beauty, grace, majesty. So yeah, I'm like seeing if CBD works for me.
Okay.
But it's like the CBN, I think.
Right, because I use a brand called Camino, and it's CBD with CBN in it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it works. It's just like last night it did not very well, but like...
That's the one I usually use. It was out, though.
Oh, okay.
So I've been using not new, but a different brand.
I go to the one,
in Mission Valley.
The dispensary in Mission Valley, yeah. So... They're not cheap either.
No.
No. Like the little tin that looks like an Altoids tin is like $17. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's a lot.
It's like $1 a night.
Yeah.
$30 a month, that's a subscription, yo.
I know.
So that was my week.
All right.
Oh, look. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
those are the ones
that is
I do.
nice packaging.
I ran out
It
of
is a
those.
nice package.
Oh my God. Wow. Oh,
And
this
the
is
gummies,
heavy.
the gummies
Yeah.
are bigger than the
Is there
ones
stuff
I
in
take.
here?
Yeah.
Or is this
you can
like a
look at
tin?
it. Yeah.
How do you
open it.
open
Are those 10?
You have to like kind of twirl
Oh, this
it
is
and push down.
Okay,
fine,
this is
okay.
childproof.
Yeah. Push down and twirl. Yeah.
Oh.
They're cute, right?
Midnight Blueberry. Settle in for a smooth slumber by a serene lake and let all your worries go. Kiva's Midnight Blueberry Camino gummies offer a calming combination of THC, CBN, and relaxing.
So Camino, if you want to like sponsor us, you're the only brand I buy. So
What's a terpene? Indica like terpene?
I don't know. What is that?
I have no idea.
Is that like twerking?
All I know is like terpene-tine, and isn't that like
A turpentine.
terpene-time?
Okay.
That's what killed Bob Ross.
Bob. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Forgot about
How
that.
do you... This is like...
Okay.
Don't
Give it back to
pop it.
Andy.
It's child
I broke it. It's like... Yes.
So my...
Your week. Tell
my
me.
week was fine.
Way better than mine. Tell me.
So I went to CDA, which is the California Dental Association.
Covered that ass.
Yeah, it's covered that ass. Up in Anaheim, which was fun. Different kind of setup. I was like, Crest was there, Colgate was there.
Did you get free stuff?
You know what? Okay. So
Oh.
people were walking around with like bags of stuff. Like they just came off from Rodeo Drive and they're like Julia Roberts. And it's like, but I'm like, why do you need all that stuff for? Why do you need another bag? What are you going to do with it? Like, did somebody give you toothpaste?
What was in
Floss?
the bag?
Like,
You can never... Floss doesn't go bad.
I will say, Care Credit was giving away a Chewbacca plush and a Grogu plush.
Oh.
But I just didn't have time to stop and get it.
Oh, that's homophobic.
I know. And so I did a video for Steve's company.
Oh, was it clothed?
I was like, where's the casting couch?
With Ro. Oh.
But it
Rose
was
casting
cute.
couch.
And then I was like talking to one guy and he was telling me about this service that they provide for like sending text and like automated text and stuff. So we're talking, blah, blah.
What are the texts for?
To remind you about your appointments and confirmations and stuff like that. Yeah. So we're looking into it for
I
the
think
office.
I get those.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
probably.
Val does that, right?
Yeah, they do actually. Theirs is great because they send their confirmation like the minute you're in the office and you make the appointment,
Yeah.
they send one. Then they send it
Like
2
a
weeks
month
out.
before, yeah.
Yeah. So we're looking for something like that. So I'm talking to a guy,
Oh,
and
you're talking to a guy.
halfway through the conversation, he goes, "I don't want to like make you uncomfortable or anything like that. I don't want this to be awkward or something like that. But you have a great laugh."
Oh.
And I was like, "You need to stop hitting on me." And I know.
Were you like, yeah, bitch. Chuckle,
No.
motherfucker.
So, and then, I went out with Martha a couple of times. We actually went to this, like,
Oh, yeah, Martha.
Martha.
It always just like makes me chuckle that you work with a Martha.
I'm going to interrupt there. When he told me that story, he said his answer was, "So I have a husband."
Oh, God.
He left that part out now. So
Oh, this is give Andy a chode microphone, and the curtain is unveiled behind the truth.
So, anyway.
Sir, I am married. Can't you see my wedding ring?
What do you mean I didn't wear it?
Oh. Well, the tan line from where it is.
So me and Martha went out a couple of times. We went to Anaheim. Actually, does have some really great places to eat. Like I'm very surprised. Outside of Disneyland, I was like,
Did you
very
go to the little
surprised.
there's like it's like the Anaheim Packing District or something?
Yes.
Okay.
So I ended up over there twice.
Okay.
Once for a place called 18 Folds, which is an Asian restaurant.
Okay.
And then another time when I went with Steve, we went to go to this place called the Blind Rabbit, which was like this speakeasy restaurant bar that was
Okay.
like absinthe forward, I guess, or something. I don't know. But anyway, it was really good though. It's cute, but it's
Isn't
so
absinthe illegal?
no,
No.
I don't think so.
I thought it.
It used to be, but I don't think anymore.
Oh, they're like, we're just done trying to regulate
Yeah.
this.
Exactly, like
They're gonna
off.
get it anyway.
Right. And so we went there, had dinner and stuff. But like me and Martha went out the next night and we went to a barbecue place and we get there and I'm ordering like appetizers and I'm like, so what's a good appetizer? And the server's like, well, this and this. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to order this. And she's like, I love how you asked and then didn't order anything I suggested.
I would have been like, I love how you work here and you're supposed to give this to me, thanks.
Well, then she's
I
like,
would never say that. I would be like, oh, haha.
well, I'm like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I really let's look good. And she's like, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and send out the pretzel anyway on me. And I was like,
Oh.
okay. So then she sends
Did
that
she
out.
come out naked with the pretzel on her?
Oh, God. I would run if she did. Ugh.
Was the pretzel on her back?
Ew.
So, and then another guy was walking around near our table with like a plate of food. And he's like, and I looked at him like, are you lost? And he's like, what did you guys order? And Martha told him, and he's like, oh, this is basically your order, so here you go.
Basically?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, they had made an extra one, and he's like, they just told me to come out here and make a friend, so here you go. And we're like, okay. And so
what did she order?
She had like a half pound of brisket and a macaroni and cheese.
And cornbread?
No, she didn't get any cornbread. They gave her toast.
What?
Yeah.
Ew.
I know.
No cornbread?
No cornbread.
Was it Texas toast?
But I did see cornbread when I went to DragCon. So after CDA, I drove up to LA for one day of DragCon, which was the third day on Sunday. And that was so much fun. I couldn't get the VIP ticket, so I had to go in at 10 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock. I know.
It's an hour.
Yeah. But, so, okay. For those of you who are thinking about going to like DragCon UK, or if they have DragCon New York this year, you might want to go to that. Or if you're going to go to next year's DragCon in LA, just know that you need to bring and budget money. So, I mean, this is like, okay. Willow Pill. So anytime you want to go see one of the queens, you have to buy something.
Okay.
So they have their merch. You go up there. Some queens don't have a minimum. Like Britta Filter was there. She didn't have a minimum. So you didn't actually have to buy anything to meet her. And neither did Kimora Amor from Drag Race Canada.
Which one? Oh, I didn't like her.
She was okay. Yeah.
She was always like, she thought that she was a shit. But she wasn't.
No.
Yeah.
But she still, it was cute though.
I wanted Kimora a less.
So, but like, if you wanted to see one of the season 14 girls, if you wanted the top 5, they were expensive. Like a minimum of at least $45 to $50.
Just to see them?
More.
Just so to go in.
To go in and do a meet and greet.
So they had meet and greet fees.
Right.
Okay. You have to buy merch.
You have to buy merch.
At least $75 worth of t-shirts. In order to go in.
Willow Pill was like close to 100.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. Lady Camden was like 65 to 75. I mean, I met Angeria and she was only like 35. So I was like, okay, girl, I'm gonna come see you. I met June Jambalaya. All I had to do was buy a sticker.
Does it say it's chocolate?
Yes.
For real?
It does. So I also met Cheryl Hole.
Okay.
And I was wearing my He Him Hole shirt.
Yes.
And she loved it.
Okay.
I saw Pangina. She saw me with the fan because I have a fan that says Pangina on it. So, because she came out early, like she came out and talked to the people waiting in line, and then we saw Elliot with 2 T's walk by, Tina Burner, Tempest du Jour, Juicebox from Canada.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about her. Okay.
Yeah, and Something Wong walked by.
I loved Something Wong.
I know, I did too. That's why I had to go get like a picture and stuff with her. And she was with somebody that I follow on Instagram and Twitter. So I was like, you need to be in one of these pictures.
2 for 1. You love a good BOGO.
I sat with Tia Coffee.
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like they're much nicer than they seem.
So here's the thing, like, and I didn't know what was happening, but like Tia Coffee's was the first one that I went into, the first booth, and she was just like sitting with people. So you'd go in, the guy would talk to you, you'd figure out what you want to buy, he'd ring you up, and then he'd go and move the person along. And then get you, sit you down, take a couple pictures.
Okay.
And then he'd go take care of the next person in line. So you have a good 5 or so minutes.
I was going to say, how long do you get?
Yeah, like a good
them?
5 or so minutes sitting with them.
Really?
So I was like, will you go ahead and do a shout out for our podcast?
Yeah.
To every single one. Like, nobody said no. Like,
yeah.
Jiggly Caliente did one.
Oh, did you see her? I sent you this spit screenshot.
No, you did.
I was like, girl.
So many.
She got saliva.
But she looked gorgeous. And I was like, Mumbo Hai, congratulations on being a judge for Drag Race Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's also very interesting to see who has long lines and who doesn't.
Who were you surprised by?
Adore Delano.
With a long line?
She had a huge line.
Well, yeah, she's like
She had a huge line.
Party.
No, but like, I think it was even longer than Willow Pills.
Oh, well, because she's been around. She's been on
Yeah,
All Stars.
she's been around for a while.
She also
She's a
like
local favorite.
Right.
Yeah, she
And
was. She's from where? Azusa.
Azusa. She's from Azusa, bitch.
Yeah, but she performed in like Costa Mesa and like Irvine
Yeah.
and like LA. Yeah.
So it was kind of cool. And then I saw Eureka. She had an amazing booth.
Was it Elephant?
It was like a circus or or bouncy castle kind of thing. It was amazing. I had such a good time meeting all the queens that I did get to meet, and I wish that I had been able to meet more. But I was like, I've spent like $200 just trying to meet queens.
Yeah,
and I'm like, at least I got them to just shout out our podcast and stuff. So I'm just like, okay, I'm done. Well, and that's on top of the $40 that I had to pay just to get in. Thank God I stayed close to the. My hotel was close to the convention center because then I could just walk.
Oh, that's nice.
So
I didn't know it was that much. I thought you like could go in and get like a shout out or like go in and say hi, but they make you buy something.
No, and then like diabetes was like running $60 to $75.
Ew.
Yeah,
not worth it.
But I did get and they also like have a lot of signs up that say drag is not consent. So you shouldn't be like just taking pictures of the drag queens in their booths, kind of thing. So, who had some really cool booths? Oh, Mo Hart had an amazing booth. Kimchi had a great place, but she was selling all of her makeup.
She has makeup?
Yeah, she has a makeup line. It's in CVS. You didn't know that?
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, was Trixie there?
No.
Thank God.
But I did see Bob the drag queen out of drag. He like stuck in and then was like, I saw him and I was like going to try and get like a picture or something, but then I saw him running after the Vivian, so I was like, all right, fine.
Oh, the Vivian was there?
The Vivian was there, and Trinity the Tuck was there too.
Was Choriza May there?
No, I didn't see her.
Was Ella Day there?
I didn't see her either.
Damn it!
But they're having drag. They're having DragCon UK, so maybe they're going to be over there. But I will say this. All right, so I'm waiting in line at Injuria. And Aquaria and Bosco walked by.
Ew, both people I hate.
I know, but they were so nice. They were like waving. They were saying hi, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody else walked by, and I can't remember who it was. And then Maddie Morphosis walks by. Doesn't say shit to anyone. Doesn't like acknowledge people yelling her name. Keeps her eyes forward and keeps on walking.
Oh, no.
And I was like, all I gotta do to meet you is buy a sticker. So I'm gonna need you to like wave at people or something, you know? I just thought that was interesting because everybody else was very like
friendly.
Yeah, and they were
Maddie was like trying to like strut.
Maybe when she wasn't, because the girl doesn't know how to walk. So anyway, that was my week and my weekend, and then we found out yesterday that 2 people out of like a couple of thousand people that were at CDA came back and tested positive for COVID. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm 4 times vaccinated, fully caffeinated, and freshly masturbated, so I'm good.
Yeah, nothing can stop you.
So this is going to work right into our topic for this week, but I saw that you guys had the Mexican pizza at Taco Bell.
We have to do our next segment, and then I can continue.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Sorry. We're going to put a pin in that. Put a pin in that.
We have 3 pins to unpin. Wait, what were the other 2 pins? Fuck.
Ask Jeeves.
Oh, Ask Jeeves. And then what was the other one?
There
was another pin.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to our next segment. One of our favorite segments, even though I forgot about it. Mouth to mouth. Mouth to mouth resuscitation. So what are you obsessed with?
Bitch.
I mean, besides Mexican pizza.
That's it. So, you had to get early access on the app because it doesn't officially launch until May 19th.
Are you effing kidding me with this?
It was
You have to download the Taco Bell app.
And it was me and Nick's it was Nick and mine's anniversary of like datingness, and I was like, we're going to Taco Bell. And he was like,
so romantic.
Listen,
nobody's bottoming that
night. So, but you had to get Oh, I would bottom. Fuck that. I've bottomed after Indian food.
Oh.
Yeah.
You want some Massa Man Curry?
That's Thai. Also bottomed after Thai. I mean, I don't care. Listen, it's a butthole.
Chicken tikka masala.
Yes.
So anyway, you were saying.
So I was like, I'm really excited about the Mexican pizza because it's like so gross, but it's just like nostalgic. And like the flavor is just like, it's good. And so you have to download the app to get like early access and join the rewards program, whatever that means. And so I was like, okay, easy, right? Download the app. And then it like wasn't showing up, and it was like, claim this reward. And it was a free Doritos taco, which I'm okay with. And I was like, oh my God, it's not showing up. Nick, we just have to drive there. We're going to drive there, and they're going to just like address the situation, and it'll be fine.
The 16-year-old cashier is going to address the situation.
And it definitely was a teenager group of people there.
He was probably like, okay, boomer, let me show you how this works.
So the Dorito thing, like the Doritos works, the taco works or whatever. And then I was like, we're just going to go. And then we like get in the car, and I was like, oh, it says redeem now. So I ordered 2 Mexican pizzas on the app, and then the like styrofoam churro things,
I love that.
and then a cheese roll up, because you always got to start with cheese roll up at Taco Bell. No?
I don't even know. I haven't eaten a Taco Bell in like
my God,
more than 11, 12 years.
You are missing out.
Am I though?
Oh my God, I'm gonna have it's a Mexican pizza day keeps your happiness.
We'll do Taco Bell and then Dairy Queen.
There you go.
But you know, when you had, in the old days, when you had the Mexican pizza, you needed the spork to eat it with.
I know
Oh,
they
yeah.
don't have the spork anymore. It's just the normal
No,
fork.
but it's as I remember. So like the last time I had it was probably like 5 years ago, and it was just like I was so excited. We get there, it wasn't ready because everyone was ordering Mexican pizzas, and like there was DoorDash or like whatever that's
I don't think
called.
everybody was ordering anything.
That's what I'm telling myself. So everyone was,
It was
ordering
just
Mexican
teenagers not working very
Everyone
quickly.
was ordering Mexican pizzas, and they finally like they call my name, and I was like, and then I opened the beautiful box of magic, and it was just like, oh, it was so good.
I wish that I could feel this like kind of feeling, but I just
Yeah,
no.
that's
It
fine.
was. It was good.
I was
Was
very
it?
happy.
Okay. I mean,
I remember it. It's the same flavor as it was before.
And did you thank Doja Cat? Did you say
You
a
said
prayer?
that. What happened? What did she
So
do?
she put out a video with her creating like this freestyle rap about the Mexican pizza and put it out on YouTube. She's like, even though it's discontinued, I still love it. And she created like this whole rap about it.
Huh.
And like, and I don't know if this is like a joke or not, but like they're thinking about doing a Mexican Pizza the musical
Oh, I would watch that.
with like
with Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton and Doja Cat. I'm like, is this going to be like Joyful Noise, the sequel, the Mexican Pizza sequel?
I don't care, but as long as you get a Mexican pizza in the audience while watching the Mexican pizza show, I would be down.
I will say that inside Taco Bell was pretty cute. It was like cute turquoise
They updated
bricks.
it, yeah.
Oh no,
It's
I love
been
old school Taco Bell.
It's been very rebranded and like it was
No,
fun.
I want the old
Well-
school Taco Bell, like all the like the bright colors and the
Yeah.
weird jagged edges. And
They didn't have that. But then Nick got the Mountain Dew, whatever.
Baja Blast.
Baja.
It was disgusting.
It's
Baja
delicious.
Blast is amazing.
Okay.
And it's zero sugar.
Okay.
Oh, that's why it's disgusting.
So I was telling him, I was like, this tastes like there's vodka in it because it just has that flavor of like alcohol's mixed in it. I was like, this is disgusting. It was not, I was
loved
not
it.
obsessed with it. So that's what I'm obsessed with, the Mexican pizza, only the Mexican pizza. So help me God, amen. On your butthole.
So
And you?
you know what? I'm trying to think. What am I obsessed with? I think right
What are you
now-
obsessed with?
What am I obsessed with? Yeah.
I mean, you're obsessed with a lot of things.
I know.
Oh,
I'm like,
that Duke.
I mean, I think I'm obsessed with like going through all my pictures from DragCon because, like, oh my god, this one, the one at June Jambalaya's and at Cheryl Hole's, all they did was like continuously, as you're just sitting there, like continuously hit the button to take a
the
picture.
shot. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, calm down now.
You're like, chill out, burst
I
mode.
don't need 45 pictures of me and June Jambalaya. All right. But it was a lot. So I think the other thing I'm obsessed with is probably The Great on Hulu. I don't know if you've seen that yet, about Peter and Catherine, the Emperor and Empress of Russia. So that was
Like Catherine the Great?
yeah.
I thought she was in England.
No.
I don't know any
Russia.
of these things.
I know it's history and geography.
Oh,
and
Lord.
it's like
That's a double whammy.
I
note
know
for me.
it is.
But it's
It's-
a comedy drama of it, so it's very funny.
Right, and it's a
Oh.
and it's not like it's loosely
dramedy?
based on
Yeah, I think in the opening, it says,
Occasionally true.
occasionally true.
right.
Oh,
So
I'm
it's
okay with
great.
that.
And it's got Nicholas Hoult was in who played the Beast in the X-Men movies. So I'm like, okay, He's a little cutie.
Wait.
He plays Peter, the Emperor. That's still Eureka.
Oh, it froze.
Our producer, Nick, who helps us with pictures and things when we talk about stuff, so we have a visual.
There we go.
He played the Beast?
Yeah, he played Beast in a couple of the X-Men movies. Kelsey Grammer played the older Beast. He played a younger Beast.
I don't remember this.
So
Beast was the blue guy.
Yes.
Oh, so he had probably a bunch of makeup on.
Yes, that too.
Okay, I don't recognize it. That's fine.
So the Mexican pizza brings us into our topic because we want to talk about things that are no longer around, whether they be food or products or businesses.
Yes.
And the Mexican pizza was discontinued for a while.
It was. And I lost a part of myself when that happened.
But do they bring it back every once in a while like they do the McRib?
No.
Because I love the McRib.
No, they got rid of it because of COVID and they had to like cut costs or whatever.
But if it's a seller, why are you cutting costs?
Listen, I know you have to give the people what they want, not take it away.
Exactly.
I was crushed. I was crushed.
You know, when you think about it, the reason they cut it is because it requires special ingredients that they don't use anywhere else.
Right.
So.
It's the only one that requires that particular tortilla shape and that. So
that
it's
was
like,
pre-supply chain issues too. That probably cost them $40.
You know what I'm sorry, I have to go back for a second. You know what I'm obsessed with?
Yes.
Is like reading about the formula shortage.
Oh, aren't you glad you don't have a baby?
Oh, well, not only because of that, but my girlish figure would never survive. But like, yeah. And so that's so crazy for all those new moms that can't get like formula for their babies.
I'm just
people
like
were
surprised
well,
that
just
like,
breastfeed, and it's like it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Hello.
For if you're not breastfeeding and then you have to start like you have to like prime your nipple or something, like lube the lines or whatever.
These unprecedented gays giving us quick tips for breastfeeding for nursing moms. I mean, come on. Stay in your lane.
It's like the thing
I would imagine you'd have to like prime the ducts or something, like flush the lines.
All right. So anyway, that's the other thing I was sorry. I have to go back. So, all right. So what do you have? Like, what is your first thing?
I did a lot of research. And by research, I meant looking at a bunch of lists. And I was shocked at how much I didn't realize was not around.
Okay.
So I'm not going to like do like the ones that really surprised me, but like I'll go through. There's a lot. I have a lot. But the first one is Borders.
Yes. I used to love Borders. I actually like Borders more than Barnes & Noble.
I did too.
I felt like Barnes & Noble was like Banana Republic.
It was
but
too
Borders
fancy.
was like Gap.
But Barnes and Noble's was too fancy because then they had like the Starbucks cafes in there.
Yes.
And like you could never use a restroom if you weren't a customer.
And you definitely weren't a customer. So.
Oh God, I don't read. Well, I did back in the day, but Borders was just more welcoming.
Yeah,
I liked Borders.
I did too.
There's a whole bunch of like bookstores that were in that, Death by Amazon, basically.
Yeah.
Walden Books was another one. That was a really popular national book chain, and really, if it weren't for Barnes and Noble diversifying and doing like video and music, but even like Tower Records had books for a short time, and they all kind of lost.
Well, Tower Records is gone too.
Walden Books just makes me think of old people for some reason. I think it's like the name.
I don't know if I ever have been to a Walden Books.
You have. You had to have.
They
were
in
everywhere.
California?
Walden Crown Books.
They were in the mall.
Yeah.
They had one in San Francisco, I think.
Yeah. See, I grew up in mall culture, like in the 80s and 90s. So like Walden Books, Sam Goody, KB Toys.
Yes.
Which was a cheap ass, like the dollar store version of Toys R Us.
No, KB Toys was a fantastic thing.
Why?
I loved KB Toys. Because you always had the little, like, every time there was, like, someone that went around and, like, wound up the toys, so they were always buzzing. You would, like, walk in, it was like, and it was, like, the frequency that parents can't hear, so it, like, attracted the kids. It's like, oh, the kids can hear the frequency. They'll be attracted to come in. And then you would, like, be like, wow, look at these cool things. But then it was crap, you're right.
Yeah. But, like, Toys R Us is no longer around.
I know.
And that's sad when you think about it.
Have you seen the things where it's like, oh, I'm going to tell, like, on my job, be like, I was a manager at Toys R Us, because who are they going to call?
They gonna call Jeffrey?
I I love Toys R Us. I mean, I would go we would go to just check and see stuff or whatever. But then they had the video game section. It was cool.
Yeah.
They would send out the catalogs at Christmas, and you would mark them up.
The only catalogs I looked at were this year's catalogs. So I go look at the men's underwear.
Oh yeah. Well, you would look at them and then you would have to quickly turn past them.
Yeah, exactly. You had to have the back button pre-programmed on your remote if you're watching trying to get the Spice Channel where it was all snowy.
The salt and pepper. Trying to see a nipple or something.
But then you have to have the back button programmed on Disney Channel or something, so you can go back to that if somebody walked in.
Wait, what's the Spice Channel?
Oh, the Spice Channel was when I was younger, because there was only so many channels back in the day, and they used to have this one where it was you could kind of see
like this. This is what it would be.
It was all very much the signal's not coming through, but you would be able to see a nipple here or a butt cheek there. You could possibly,
and that was how it was supposed to be.
Well, no. If you paid money for it, then you would get the picture. It's softcore porn.
Oh,
Lady Chatterley's Lover or something like that. But yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Oh my god, this takes me back.
I know, doesn't it?
How come I didn't have that channel?
It was probably gone by the time you were old enough.
Probably.
So, what else do you have on your list?
Oh, there's a long list,
okay.
bro. Kudos.
I used to love those bars.
The peanut butter crunchy Kudos was solid.
No, I always had chocolate covered Kudos.
Yeah, it was chocolate covered peanut butter crunchy ones, and none of that M&M's bullshit.
Right? Oh my god!
Don't give me the M&M's.
And you were and you told yourself that it was okay because it was supposed to be healthy for you.
Yes. Well, and they would have the jumbo packs at Costco.
Yeah.
I honestly if there's a listener who has a Kudo or something, send me, because talk about nostalgia. Kudos flavors. It's chocolate peanut butter. It was the chocolate peanut butter one.
I totally forgot about Kudos, and I used to love them. It used to make my mom buy them, and I'm like, but Mama, they're healthy.
Yeah. Oh, Kudos. Oh, Kudos were so good. I mean, yeah.
But I used to have Kudos with Slice, which was a citrus flavored soda.
Okay.
Back in the day, but then they got rid of that to bring in Sierra Mist.
Oh, do you remember Surge?
I used to love Surge.
I used to love Surge too, and it was super caffeinated and super sugary, and we would drink 8 of them.
It was Jolt.
It was Jolt Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Surge
just a better version of Jolt.
Surge was so good. No, oh yes.
And I used to love their packaging. Yeah, it was green with that pop of orange.
Surge.
I felt so butch.
I know. Okay, what do you have?
So one of my favorite stores that I used to love when I would go to the mall was Structure and Chess King.
I have no idea any of those things.
All right. So Structure was they were kind of more the preppy kind of clothing, and so they were more kind of the
Hollister.
Gap. Yeah. And I used to love, because it used to look like a Grecian or Roman entrance with the columns and stuff. So I used to love going in there and buying polos and stuff like that. And but they went out of business and got sold to Chess King, and then Chess King sold them to Sears.
Huh.
Oh no, they got bought by Merry-Go-Round. I'm sorry, which I used to love too, because back in the day,
I feel
Chess
like I need
King
a translator. CPK was bought by Chess King, which was Grecian, and then it was Merry-Go-Round.
Chess King and Merry-Go-Round were some of my favorites, because when I was started getting into Cross Colors and Z Cavaricci and all that kind of stuff. I used to get my overalls from there.
Oh my god!
And my white shirt that had the hippie love across it, and the paisley and everything.
So Chess King was always, even in the disco era, that was where you'd go to get the Studio 54 look. I mean,
right.
A lot of that.
Because Chess King had this really cool business model where the owners basically always checked out what was on trend. They would watch MTV, they would read the magazines and stuff like that, and that's what they would buy and put in the store. So you got it basically a couple of weeks after it became cool, But you pulled that up, and now I see Camelot Music. mall culture back then was so good. It was. We'd get an orange Julius and then walk around the mall.
Yeah.
They're not around anymore either.
They're not. I know.
But I mean, technically they kind of are because they're like mixed in with Dairy Queen, but still. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you like orange Julius's?
I did.
Or Julia?
Yeah, because I used to like get an orange Julius, and then we go to Bernines, which was the Florida store, which is not around anymore.
You just jogged my memory. Is Brookstone still around?
No, Brookstone and Sharper Image are no longer.
Sharper
around.
Image is gone.
Yeah.
When did they leave?
Oh, right at even before the pandemic. I think.
Oh no!
But the pandemic was like the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, there were some Sharper Image, like there were 1 or 2 stores around the country that were holding on, and they paired with some other retail store to be like a store within a store concept. But
you can still buy stuff online. They just don't have any.
Yeah,
Right.
no brick and mortar.
I mean, Brookstone, my favorite thing about Brookstone, I would go like when I was 7. I think I've said this before, where I would go and like they have like the back massagers and I would put them on my penis. Because it felt really good.
so anyone else who ever used that?
Okay.
I was clothed.
So, right, there's percussion guns right now where people use them.
You do not put that on the dick or the butthole.
But there are people who do that. They use the one with the 2 prongs and they use it on their penis to help them come. Yes.
What 2 prongs?
But I think that you have to get one of the newer model ones.
That prong,
See this right
here, where you can control the speed a lot more. You know what I mean? So
do you have one? Andy has the prongs.
I don't know if he's using it.
I'm not using it.
He had to pull it out. He's dusting it off.
Now you know.
He's like, oh, now I know. But you get all these like little accessories with them in different ways because they do different things. So the 2 prong ones are supposed to be more for like your spinal cord.
Yeah.
Oh God!
But
That
some
looks like
people
it would
have found a
hurt.
way to use it to help them jerk off.
It looks like a mini field goal.
It does. I think.
So
Is that football?
yeah, I guess it's football. But so what were we talking about?
Brookstone and Sharper Image.
So Sharper Image. When I was younger, I had this outfit that I loved to wear at a Steinmart, which is no longer around because I used to work there, but they're no longer around either.
Didn't you work in the women's shoe department?
I worked in the women's department. Thank you very much. The whole thing. But
You're like, I wasn't the department. I am the department.
But I used to have this amazing outfit. So it was like my favorite thing to wear. So it's a 2-tone Tommy Hilfiger shirt. One side was like chambray, like the denim, and then another part was like this solid green.
Okay.
And I used to wear this tie that I got at Sharper Image, and it was
A tie?
a tie, and it was the cover of one of the X-Men comic books from Jim Lee.
Okay.
And it had like all these characters on it. And I used to love that tie. And I got it at Sharper Image, and I'm so mad because I can't find it. Even on like eBay and stuff, I can't find one like it anymore. And I'm like, oh, I'm sad.
Well, if you go to Sharper Image, you can get one of the little neck cooling things because that's all they ever sold. It's like, here's this cold thing for your neck. It'll keep you cool. It's
It looks
what?
like Brookstones are still in the airports.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, Steve. Look at Steve helping out over here.
They have
He's
their
fact
little
checking
fact
over here.
Checkers.
Yeah.
But
Oh, Lord.
so Burdines was this like
What's Burdines?
regional store. It was kind of like a Macy's
Okay.
or something, but it was like only in Florida because they were called the Florida store.
Okay.
So you would go to Publix and there would be a Burdines next door to it.
Mm.
And Kmart's no longer around.
That one hurt.
But I will say this, they are really big in other countries.
Kmart, I remember when Kmart shut down, I was visiting my parents and I was driving by where the Kmart used to be. I was like, where did Kmart go? And my mom and dad were like, oh, well, it shut down. I was like, Kmart? Because, like, you can go to Kmart for anything. And they had, like, really good Christmas decorations. They had, like, random finds. I loved Kmart.
They are, people love them in
Other
Australia.
countries. Oh, down under?
Australia is huge. Like, people go, put a trip on the Barbie or go to Kmart and get something. I don't know what they say.
You're going to go to Kmart.
Gotta go to the K. Get some home goods at the K. And you know what else I was like, I didn't realize wasn't around anymore until I was looking into this? Swanson TV dinners. Swanson TV dinners are no longer around.
Well,
and
they were a delivery, right?
No. You're thinking of Swans.
Oh.
Which is the one I remember, like, they would have, like, car deliveries that they would come to your door and they'd be like, what do you want to order? And they would, like, bring you.
So that would be Swans. That was the yellow truck.
Yeah,
So Swanson's was like Hungry Man kind of thing.
Hungry Man's not around?
No.
What?
When's the last time you had a freaking TV dinner?
I don't. Listen, Hungry Man with a Salisbury steak was that was killer,
Yes!
and the nasty ass corn that you had to put butter in because there was no flavor, and you would salt it.
With the little brownie or whatever.
Yes, that would never cook. Okay.
Cherry cobbler.
Fuck the cherry cobbler. You give me that nasty brownie that was raw, and then you have to eat the Salisbury steak and then recook it so the brownie was cooked, and then it was too hot. Oh,
I used to love that.
Hungry Man was the shit. I remember when I like graduated from like kid cuisine to Hungry Man.
But like they would have the cheap ass like aluminum
so
foil like
God. You had to puncture. Those were the good old days.
Pull back the foil.
yeah, just on that one little corner.
I love the Salisbury steak. The Salisbury steak was solid.
Swanson went out of business. Conagra bought it, so you can still buy Hungry Man. It's just not owned.
It's not the same.
It's not the
Swanson.
same.
I feel like I want to go have a Salisbury steak for dinner.
and remember, that was before microwaves, so you used to heat those up in the oven.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
They were aluminum. They wouldn't work.
They wouldn't work in a microwave.
Oh, I've never had one of those that was aluminum.
And then you get you know why they're called TV dinners? Because people would
put them on a TV tray.
Put them on a TV tray right in front of the TV so they could watch.
Yeah.
Watch
Well,
those.
technically, all of my dinners are TV dinners.
I'm like all of our just too.
But isn't that crazy?
I used to like love when I'd go over to people's houses and they would have TV trays.
Yes.
I was like, you fancy over here.
I think my dad made some. Like out of like wood or whatever.
Well, we used to sell
or maybe
them.
my grandpa did, yeah.
At Pier 1 Imports, we used to sell them. And that's no longer around because I used to work for them too.
So I'm sensing a theme wherever you work goes out of business.
Paul's got one of those safety resumes. You know, can't trace him anywhere.
Did you also work at Toys R Us?
I did.
Were you a manager? Did you work at Sports Authority or Sports Chalet?
Sports Chalet. Oh.
Okay, but like, did you ever go to those stores?
I've been to a Sports Chalet, but the one here at that used to be at the mall because I would have to walk through it to get into the mall sometimes.
So my brother would do sports and like I like quote unquote did sports when I was younger, but like my favorite thing would be like go by like the swimming section because they would have like blow up size pictures of like guys in Speedos. And then I'd be like, oh God. Or like you see like all the like shirtless men on the sports stores. I would love perusing the Sports Chalet.
Okay, so in that same theme of, every gay boy's dream, what about the
Underwear section?
International Male Catalog?
I don't think I ever got that.
Oh my gosh. Like I used to subscribe to the International Male Catalog and it was like crochet Speedos. I don't know if they're around anymore either, are they?
No, that was the 80s.
No, that was like a that was like part of my sexual awakening was International Male.
I mean, my international mail was basically the underwear section at every department store.
I wanted that tiger outfit.
Ooh.
But
I would wear that yellow thing. Oh, look at those shorts.
This is 1980. I mean, that was a different time and people were...
Yeah. So...
I'm for it.
I am too. All right, what else you got?
So Ask Jeeves. We talked about that.
Yeah, still longer around.
And then do you remember Tab Soda?
Yes.
So I remember it, but I don't know if I've ever had it. Because it was like a cola, right?
Tab existed before Diet Coke. It was Coke's...
It was a Diet Cola,
sugar-free option, and it was before any of the other sugar-free colas. So at the time, you only had the choice of Coke or Tab or 7-Up. I mean, in the Coke family of products. It was very
interesting.
Limited.
But I just remember Tab, I was like, that's an interesting name.
Tab with lemon.
It was short for Tabitha.
Not Bingatha.
No. Oh my God, do you remember Benetton?
No.
How do you? Oh, you didn't grow up in
The
mall
International
culture.
Colors of Benetton.
The International Colors of Benetton. They were huge.
Oh, the United Colors of Bennington?
United Colors.
Yeah. So
I thought it was Bennington.
I think it's Benetton.
Benetton. It was a European-driven brand.
What does it look? Yeah, what does it look like?
It's
The
like they
storefront.
had funky stuff, and they were all about how diverse their clientele was, which really wasn't diverse because of the prices. So I'm just saying,
Rich people of all cultures are welcome.
Okay, so this was interesting to me because I did not realize this, but Tivana
Yes.
had 400 stores around the country, and Starbucks closed all of them and folded it into their business model.
Yeah, the only thing they kept was Oprah Chai. I was pissed and livid because they used to have one at UTC in La Jolla, and they still, to this day, my favorite tea was this jasmine oolong tea that they used to sell at Tivana, and it was solid. But oolong. So I know that one hits a little too close because I'm still not over it. It was 2017 or 2016, I think.
Did you ever try Crystal Pepsi or Blue Pepsi?
No.
Oh my god. Yeah, so
I remember Crystal Pepsi, and everyone thought it was weird because it wasn't colored.
Because it wasn't colored, and it tasted a little off because of that. But like Crystal Pepsi also sounds like a drag queen
Or a drug. Hey, you want to do that Crystal Pepsi later?
Oh, why would anybody make homemade Crystal Pepsi? That just sounds weird.
Wait, how would you make homemade Crystal Pepsi?
I don't know. But like that was a huge thing. People were like, what is this? I don't
Oh
get
my
it.
god, just like the colored ketchups. Remember when they had like purple ketchup or
Easy
green
squeeze,
ketchup?
yes.
Yeah. Those were mind fucks because I wouldn't eat it. I was like, that's not
Why?
ketchup. Because it was purple. I was like, this isn't ketchup.
Easy squirt.
Easy squirt. There you go. Yeah. So, well, that used to be my nickname.
It's Crystal Pepsi Easy Squirt to you. Did you know that Hummer went out of business?
No, they didn't.
Vehicle?
AM's General Hummer was based on the military, blah, 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 and they filed for bankruptcy in 2009 and discontinued the Hummer.
Oh, well, you can't discontinue the Hummer. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that's another name for a blowjob, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Hummer.
Yeah, Hummers are because people would hum when they would.
You can buy an electronic Hummer now.
Oh, from GMC, but it's no longer the own brand.
Yeah, they're not. They got bought out by GMC.
So technically,
I see.
He is correct.
Come correct.
Okay, so this is going to freak you out, but have you ever heard of Giggles?
No.
So Giggles were cookies.
Ooh, I
and they
love
were
cookies.
like, yeah. But they would have faces on them. There were faces cut out in the cookie.
Why is it in the hand?
Because it's covering its mouth.
Ooh, but is it? Wait, are they sandwich cookies?
Yeah, they're sandwich cookies.
I'm okay with that.
With
Do they
two
sell-
flavors.
What are the two flavors?
Chocolate and vanilla. But I'm like, could you imagine? Like, that just seems weird.
I would eat it.
I know you would, girl.
Okay, we should touch on Hollywood Video and Blockbuster Video because that was important.
Of course, because that was like your weekend thing right there. Was like, what video am I going to go? And I got to go early on
Because
Friday.
they would all be out.
The new releases come out.
it
I
was
got to go and get the new
terrible.
release.
And then
Isn't there,
you're
like,
stuck.
One Blockbuster still in Alaska or something.
No, I think that one actually just recently closed. It was like one in like, not in Alaska, but I think it was like Oregon or something like that.
Bend.
Yeah. Bend, Oregon. But it finally became,
Yeah, shut down.
oh God, it shut down.
Yeah.
Oh no, the other.
Oh no, it became the last one.
Yeah.
Because the Alaska one's all shut down.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like going in there?
It would be like a time travel.
Well, and for the last few years, a lot of it was nostalgic. Like you'd go and buy the Blockbuster T-shirt or...
Yeah.
Or like the popcorn. Oh.
Yeah, because you
The
used to get popcorn when you went in. Because that's the
and it would
reason
be
why-
like the kind that was like in the tub that you would microwave, and it would have like the plastic. It would like poof up. Oh, so good. Or same thing with like Hollywood Video, like just the like it was just nostalgic.
I used to hate Hollywood Video because I always thought it was cheap.
Oh.
So I was like, I always wanted the high end stuff, so I always wanted to go to Blockbuster.
Oh. And I oop.
Plus, I felt like Hollywood Video didn't carry as many copies of the new stuff.
They didn't.
Yeah.
So my friend Ashley is FaceTiming right now, like while we're recording.
Does she want to be on the podcast?
No.
Should we bring Ashley in?
No. We'll just hang up on her. Hang up on her.
That's why you don't have FaceTime on your phone. Just
Right,
delete
exactly.
Look what it's doing though. It's doing that like where like as you talk. That's like the new Apple feature where it like
it zooms.
it zooms in and out.
It like
That
pans.
was crazy. Because
That is crazy.
Anyway,
Well,
back
it
to
seemed
Paul.
like Apple was watching us.
yeah, that was sorry. We digress.
So back to Paul.
All right, so like something I did not know was still not around because they still have some of their other flavors, but Hostess pudding pies. Like I didn't know the pudding pies had been discontinued.
What's the pudding pies?
Like the hand pies, like you could get like cherry pie, blueberry pie, apple pie.
Those were so good. Those are called pudding pies.
But no, because these were actual hand pies, but they were just pudding on the inside.
Okay, but they
Yummy.
have like the cherry, like the generic, like little like tart
Yeah, so
things.
they still have those, like the lemon and all those kind of stuff, but the chocolate and vanilla pudding pies,
Yum.
no longer available.
I had no idea.
Neither are pudding pops. Like you would get like frozen pops that were like frozen pudding.
Oh,
It was amazing.
do they still have fudgesicles?
After you have Taco Bell.
I had some of those this morning, or I made some of those. I did not have some of those.
Oh,
Taco Bell
hilarious.
helps regulate you. Okay, who needs probiotics when you have TB?
What else you got?
So this one, this one was like a weird one, but Levitt's Furniture. Do you remember that?
You love it at Levitt's.
I thought it was you got it at Levitt's. Is it you love it?
You'll love it at Levitt's.
Oh, well, see, I've been 32 years of my life and I had the slogan wrong. I thought it was, I got it at Levitt's.
Maybe it's both.
No, I feel like Andy.
Could be East Coast, West Coast.
Yeah, there
No,
you
I
go.
trust Andy over me. And then my last one is American Apparel,
Yes.
which they just disappeared randomly.
So, like, you can still get stuff online, but they got
That's
rid
so
of all
strange.
their
Yeah.
brick and mortar stores.
Yeah.
So, a couple of things that I still have left is Fry's. Yeah, right?
Our Best Buys are no longer at Fry's.
No,
Not
they are not.
guaranteed. I would
And
love
Circuit City.
Yes. And Radio Shack.
And could you believe Radio Shack is no longer around?
Yes.
I thought they
'Cause
were
it was like 10 years ago.
cockroaches.
Did you know that somebody in this room worked at Radio Shack?
Was it you? Was it Steve?
Steve worked at Radio Shack?
He still
Doing
has
what?
He has his name tag.
Let me test the vacuum tubes for you. Sir.
Yeah.
We had to buy electronic components for my like senior design project in 2012 at Radio Shack, like a circuit or something. It was super cool. But I missed those. Like it was fun to go to Fry's because like they had that like snack aisle when you like went to go check out, and they would have like the most random snacks. I loved it.
And I'm pretty sure this is correct, but the one here that closed down recently, did it not used to have like a some weird aquarium or something? Like, I don't know. I thought it did.
All I know is the last time I went to Fry's was in March of 2020, and the Fry's over in San Diego was actually like on its way out closing, and they were like, "Well, we don't have any stock," and was like, "Well, why are you open?"
Oh.
They're like, "Oh, we're shutting down and we don't have anything." I was like, "I need monitors," and they were like, "We don't have that," and I was like, "Why?"
You know, one of our Yeti mics was bought at our first Yeti mic we bought at Fry's
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, and
right before it closed.
And I went in there one time and it was like, they would only, and it was huge, still warehouse, but like they would only have half of the lights on.
There was, it was weird.
It was very weird.
It was like a beginning of a scary
Wow.
movie. I'd be
Yeah.
okay with that.
Also, did you ever eat PB crisps?
No.
So they were by Planters, and there were these little crisp things that were filled with peanut butter.
Yes. Oh, Paul. Oh my God. Those were so good. And the commercial was like the guy's head getting a bit off and it was peanut butter inside.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Or did you ever have Orbits, the drink? The one that where it was a clear liquid, but they would have like little colored balls on the inside. It was like before it was like boba tea before boba tea.
I remember those.
I just those planners things that hits. Oh my god! I need to get those planners things for dessert.
The lava lamp of beverages.
It's like did not last very long because it wasn't very good.
It was gross.
They were gross.
But people, it's still something that was there.
Everybody wants gummy.
But it was
balls
trendy,
there, so-
and like if you didn't have an Orbit's drink, you weren't cool.
I
didn't have it, and I wasn't cool. It was fine.
Yeah. See, so there you go.
My one last thing, you just jogged my memory. Do you remember Pop-Tarts cereal?
Yes.
That was good, and then it got discontinued, and they tried to bring it back. It wasn't the same.
My favorites are always like the trademarked ones, like Pac-Man cereal was really good. There was like a French toast crunch.
Oh yeah,
that was like part of the cinnamon
Little
toast
French,
crunch. Yeah,
yummy.
But
no, that's not it. That's wrong.
that's wrong.
It's Pop-Tarts Crunch, the old ones. See that? Oh god.
Oh, I see.
So
They were like little Pop-Tarts.
There was one from when I was a kid called Quisp and Quick.
yes, Quisp.
I loved Quisp.
Quisp was like a corn based.
Vanilla corn, and it made your milk taste so good. It was probably 80% sugar.
Yeah, probably.
Are we saying there's something wrong with that? No.
Well, Joe, that was a fun little ride down memory lane.
Everyone, we're gonna go get some Salisbury steak Hungry Man's. That's what's gonna happen.
Well, all right, everyone, have a great week.
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at tugayspod on Instagram and visit us online at tugayspod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.